and be like, oh my God, you're such a big piece of shit, and I hope that you're infertile because the world does not need any more menaces to society like you. Like, that makes you feel good. What's up? I'm Camille. Welcome to my channel, The Confused Playlist, where I talk about anything music related that I feel like talking about. And today we're going to be checking out the long-awaited track from Scru Face Jean, AKADIDDY. He's been talking about this for days. He went ham on the last one that he did about Akademiks, so I'm super excited to watch this one because I know he packed his ass out. Now, before we get into the video, I want to give a little public service announcement to all of those people who are ready to see the downfall of Akademiks and are ready to see him be humbled. Akademiks somehow, some way, still has 90,000 subscribers on YouTube. 90,000 people subscribe to his channel. And he said out of his own mouth just the other day that YouTube makes up 80% of his views. I believe the only way that Ak will ever actually face consequences and be humbled and actually reevaluate where he's going in his life is to lose YouTube. He's got to get hit in his pockets because that's the only thing that matters to him. The thing is that the incident with the 15-year-old little boy happened on a different platform. So I'm not quite sure how much leeway YouTube might have to be able to punish him over it too. They might not be able to do anything. I'm not sure. So if YouTube can't really do anything to take his channel down at this point, what can we do? Number one, if you're subscribed to his channel, unsubscribe. Pretty simple. But furthermore, stop watching his fucking videos. Even if you're just hate watching Akademiks, you need to stop because all you're doing is putting money in his pockets. People get paid off of views on YouTube. You're viewing the video, you're putting money in his pocket. I don't watch Akademiks videos. I never have. But I understand that frustration when you hear him talking to want to get on your keyboard and type and be like, oh my God, you're such a big piece of shit. And I hope that you're infertile because the world does not need any more menaces to society like you. Like, that makes you feel good to be able to tell somebody off. But guess what? Remember what Kendrick said? Ha ha ha, joke's on you, because all you're doing when you leave that comment is feeding the algorithm and telling the algorithm to recommend the video to more people. The algorithm is a fucking robot. It doesn't understand the difference between good comments and bad comments. All it sees is engagement. So you might leave a comment on one of his videos telling him off and telling him how you feel and think you're being slick, but you're not helping anything. You're actually putting money in his pocket. Do you think that creators are asking you, hey, let me know what you feel in the comments because they really like talking to strangers on the internet? No, it's how you feed the algorithm. You need people to comment and like your video so that it gets recommended to more people so that you make more money. So if you are subscribed to DJ Akademiks, if you are hate watching DJ Akademiks, if you are leaving hateful comments on DJ Akademiks videos, you're part of the problem, idiot. You're not hurting his feelings in any way, shape, or form because that comment that you left, that view that you gave him, put money in his pocket. He's laughing at you when he cashes his checks. I'd like to say we have all these really great reactors and updaters and people out there. You got Chig Smooth and like the Ville and KB Goes Live. Channels like that be staying on top of everything. I think we need to collectively let those guys be the like designated Akademiks watchers and let them go watch Akademiks videos and then report back to us. That way those creators are getting the money and the views and all that stuff off of DJ Akademiks. Now, if you're a supporter of DJ Akademiks, that's your thing. You do your thing and be a fan of him. And I hope that you grow up at some point. But for the rest of us that are sick of this shit and ready to see him get, you know, what's coming to him, just stop watching his videos. That's all you can do. Stop supporting him. When you hear people say you need to do your part, that's the part that you can do. Don't support him. This has got to be taken away from him. And if YouTube, the company, doesn't have the grounds to do it, we still have the power to humble his ass. I'm not calling for like this mass cancel. I wish I could, but I'm not calling for a mass cancellation. People can make their own decisions. If you're one of them weirdos that likes DJ Akademiks, then do your thing, bro. But for those of us that like want to see something happen and and for Akademiks to be humbled, that's really all we can do is unfollow him and stop watching his videos, stop putting money in his pockets. Anyway, that was my rant. All right, Scru Face, let's see what you got, bro. So we start out, it looks like Akademiks' little streaming cave. It looks like he decorated for Halloween. That's interesting. But we start out with one of them little predator marks in the middle of the room. You know what? I bet you that chair that he be sitting in is funky as hell. Anyway.
I'll bring you the final installment of what we're now referring to as.
We not taking our foot off these sickos' necks. We packing up everyone who messes with kids. Hell yeah, Screw. Please help spread awareness to this problem. Tweet hashtag AKADIDDY and I will retweet everyone and follow the first 50 people I see. All right.
The autopsy of a bad body. I gotta talk to you. Have a seat.
Have a seat.
The AKADIDDY strikes again. Goodbye, my friend. It's like the last scene from Mice and Men.
The last scene from Mice and Men. Georgie, hey Georgie. I want to say I don't remember that whole book. I read it in like the 7th grade or something like that. But I do remember that I cried at the end of Mice and Men. And not very many books have ever made me cry, but I cried at the end of that one. I don't really remember what happened. I remember, did the dude have to kill Georgie or something like that? I just remember Georgie and the rabbit. I might have to look up like the Wikipedia thing to remember, but it was something about that damn thing. And Georgie. What's his name, Georgie?
Let's slow it down for my revenge. You about to die again. This ain't the type.
Aw. Now I know Screwface said that he's a new dad. His son is less than 2 years old. So that's got to be like really his little boy stuff. And he's sitting there next to his crib reading. That's cute.
The bridge you try to mend. Tell me again what kind of men go sexualize a child. Or you was trolling. These the type of jokes that make you.
He sound like Scarface. I never seen a man cry till I seen a man die. I used to love that shit. And Scarface's Tiny Desk concert, that shit was fire.
Smile, it's sickening. He's 15. Is that your type of style? How you can't tell that boy was uncomfortable? I wanted to box you down. Maybe cause I'm a father now. Our predators are all around, but I don't got no tolerance when your offense involves a child. But
exactly. You know what? I forgot the gentleman's name. I know it's a B, but you've probably seen the video of the dude that reported Akademiks to the internet predator or whatever shit, and he's talking about some of y'all might see this as snitching. Snitch is not a word when it comes to kids. That's not rules, that's not nothing. When it comes to kids, you do whatever it is that you need to do to protect a child, because kids can't protect themselves. So if somebody's fucking with a little kid and you go tell, it's not snitching. You're helping them. They need your help.
But it's okay cause you paid him right, taking the trial. Ain't that the same thing that pimps be saying? That's kinda wild. And after all of that, the fathers wanna hawk you down. That's just my 2 cents. My penny's wise, I'm trying to walk this clown. You so busy trying to be young, you forgot you not a child. Them things you said about bad baby are gonna haunt you now.
Yeah, if you're unaware of what he said about Bad Baby, he was talking about her titties when she was 15 years old. What's a grown-ass man doing talking about a 15-year-old titties? What kind of man does that? A gross one.
Diddy strikes again. You talked about Freddie Gibbs, kid. That's gotta end. Cause that's gonna make a nigga question where your father's been. Like, do you see him? Wanna be him? Do you talk to him?
Now, I don't know, like, for a fact, but what I've heard is that Akademiks doesn't have a good relationship with his family, and, like, his dad wasn't around. Like, he's the product of people not nurturing and taking care of their kids. You want to know what a kid turns out that has shitty parents? Akademiks.
Or is his lack of affection why you be arguing with all these fucking rappers all the time? I know it bothers him. Probably see his dad yelling at him when Meek talked to him. Now we gobbling Drake cause of daddy issues, obviously. Told us he was sexually trolling. I was like, fam.
I always felt that way too. Like, for a man to look up to another man the way the Akademiks looks up to Drake, is disturbing. You know, it's disturbing. I feel like a man that grew up with a man in his life to look up to is never, ever, ever going to look up to some other man that he never met in his life like that. Like that alone is weird. His adoration of Drake is just fucking weird.
Saucy Santana trolled you when you cried on cam. That kid acted more mature than your whole camp. Damn, let me find out Nor is more of a man.
Nor is more of a man, to be honest.
And it don't matter if he a boy. What kind of excuse is that? You don't see the abuse in that? Ain't that how Lil Boom got snatched? And Takashi.
Who's Lil Boom? And how he gets snatched? If you know, leave it in the comments. I don't know who that is.
He's in your posse, but I'm cool with that. I expect trash to be around the sewer rat. R.I.P. Newski, when he died you called that boy a coon. How'd you get Dirk up in a room without you getting boomed? You blew up off disrespect, laughing at the wars of feuds. Niggas getting mortal wounds, why you getting all the views? Don't
see, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. But the only way that Akademiks got to even do the war in Chirac is because people watched it. And people commented on it. And people kept going back and kept watching it. If nobody was watching it, it wouldn't have been a thing. But people watched it.
Don't apologize for war on Chirac, that's not the move. If you really sorry, take it down. That's what you not gonna do.
He ain't gonna take it down. Like I've been preaching this whole time, that's how he makes money. If he really cared about the war in Chirac thing and knows how much people hate that shit, he would take it down. He's making money from so many other revenues. What the fuck does war in Chirac need to still be up on the internet for, right? But he keeps it up because it's still making him money because motherfuckers are still watching it.
Alcoholic strikes again. Hennessy's really your enemy. It is not your friend. You need the shit to speak your shit, but when's it all gonna end? It's like your whole career you just been on an awful bench. You awful cringe, and we know all your friends conditional. They say you had to pay your ex to stick with you. It's pitiful. It's
I've always felt that way. I don't believe that any young woman has been with Akademiks on purpose. Like, I believe that she stuck with his dumb, gross, disgusting ass, whoever she is. I don't know who his ex-girlfriend is, but whatever girls were with him because of what he could provide for them. It wasn't because they really fucking loved his ass. I wonder if any woman has ever looked into Akademiks' eyes and said, I love you, and actually meant it. Maybe that's why he is the way that he is. He's never actually been truly loved by anybody.
Drake got you buzzing like a little bee. Shit, and all it costed was your credibility. Nipsey said that you was gonna self-destruct literally. The fact that he ain't here to see us really killing me. Dang, I hate it had to be this way. Until I think of what was Zia said. Nasty nigga, your downfall is our joy. And now it makes sense that your favorite rapper's the boy. Nobody really likes you, my nigga, let's not be coy. They don't choose you, they just use you, let's put it all on the floor. If nobody ever told you, I'ma tell it to you raw. If you ain't exploit a war, we wouldn't know who you are.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Got that little touch of Wu-Tang in there.
Now the problem is you built too many enemies for sure. Is the money really worth not going outside anymore? Cause you scared some little boy from Chicago with little toys who's mad that you laughed at his dead uncle when he was 4? Damn.
Yeah, damn. That's true though. I bet you. This dude streams like all day long. Do he go out the house? Does he feel comfortable walking out of his front door? Like if you're living your life that way where you can't even be safe going out your house, you living your life wrong.
And an apology is frivolous. When you was in your 30s when you did the shit, you was preying on his innocence. You know your legacy is villainous. When they tell your story, you'll be feeling this. Cause you ain't famous, dog, you infamous. And maybe no woman wanna give you kids, but if they did, what you did would get you sick, bitch. And even if they didn't, they still should, man.
That's what I can say. Thank God for that he hasn't reproduced yet, because he is not somebody that should be raising kids. Ooh, look at Scru. Scru got some grays up in his hair. I never noticed that before. Scru, that little baby making you get old, bro.
Everything is all action. You know how these
if Max said he wanted to try the dude, would you let you?
No.
Why not? Yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now
I'm so sick of hearing this shit. I'm so sick of hearing it.
I could be naughty. Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
Alright, if she threw you, would you smash her?
No, because I'm 15.
What I mean?
If you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17
He really looked like
or
a
21
chipmunk.
and a 17. It's kind of one's a minor and one's not a minor.
I was watching one channel and they was talking about why Akademiks got so much space on his face right here. Like, most people don't have that much space on their face. That they had me dying.
But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17.
Take a stand and tweet AKADIDDY. And then he ends the video with the National Center for Missing Children and Missing and Exploited Children with the number. Again, anything involving a child, whether the child is the one doing something wrong or an adult is doing something wrong to the child, it's not considered snitching. You're helping somebody that's not able to help themselves. And again, like I say, I always try to look at the positive in things. This being brought to light has brought up so many conversations that I think have needed to be had, so that people are really starting to understand what's happening in the streaming world, because this thing that happened with Noor isn't something new. A lot of these streamers, most of the streamers, use underage children as their mods, because no grown-ass adult is going to want to sit there and mod a chat of a bunch of fucking teenagers. So they have these teenagers, these little kids, as their mods, and the kids are trying to do anything and be cool with their streamer, right? And so they get groomed into feeling like all these things are acceptable and normal. There's a reason why this happens all the time, but there's not a bunch of kids reporting it. It's because they've been groomed and conditioned to feel like this is a normal way of being. And the fact that this happened and these conversations are happening, maybe we can change that narrative, and kids will start to realize, like, wait, no, adults should not be talking to me this way, and I need to say something if they do. Again, this is my background. I spent years teaching people and children, adults alike, how to deal with situations of interpersonal violence and bullying and things like that. So again, this whole thing, I fuck DJ Akademiks, but I am very passionate about children. And I am so glad that people are not letting this go. And they're not treating it like any other DJ Akademiks scandal. I do think that it's super fucked up that his assault charge against a woman isn't being looked at as harshly as this, because he did actual physical harm to somebody, and with this child, it was words, it wasn't physical harm. That's kind of concerning that people don't think that that's such a big deal, but that's not what we're talking about today. Anyway, I think Scru Face did the damn thing. I think he packed him out. I think every single thing that he said was facts and truth, and I wish that DJ Akademiks could hear all these things and actually internalize it and begin to start making changes to be a better person. But I don't think that he has the ability to do that. I hope that he does. I really do. I hope that he can change. And I hope that he can finally gain empathy and understanding for other people. But unfortunately, there's some people in this world that are just fucked up, and they're just always going to be fucked up because they don't want to change. I forgot to add that part. Anybody, if they want to do better and be better, as long as they want to and they put the steps towards actually being better, you can change. But you have to be the type of person that wants to do that. And I don't think that DJ Akademiks is the type of person that wants to be different. Now, if you are somebody that supports DJ Akademiks, I'm not talking to you. Do your thing. If you want to support him, support him. But for those of us that want to see things change and want to protect children, if you are subscribed to DJ Akademiks, do those simple things. Don't unsubscribe to his channel. All it is a quick little click to unsubscribe, and don't watch his videos. Don't comment on his videos. That's going to lower his engagement on YouTube, and slowly but surely, his videos won't get recommended as much. He won't make as much money. And maybe that's when he'll finally start to take stock in who he is and make some changes. if you are an Akademiks fan and you want to talk shit to me for talking shit about Akademiks, please go ahead and do so. I only have 30 subscribers. I really need the engagement. So if you want to talk shit down there, please go ahead and do so. That was the video. I think it was dope. I think, thank you to Scru Face for staying on his neck. Thank you to, all the other creators that are not letting this go, because it really is that important. Fingers crossed that Akademiks really starts to face some consequences of his actions and that he starts to learn from them. If you made it this far, hopefully there was something that you liked. If so, please consider doing the YouTube things, because like I explained, that's the way that a channel grows, and I only have 30-something subscribers. So I'd really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.